Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna put some cab mounts in the 64, and I'm gonna show y'all. It's not a how-to video. I'm gonna show you how I do it. If you can pick something up from that and go with it, great. If you do it different, post in the comment sections. I'm always learning new things. If you got an easier way to do it, let me know. That way I can go your route next time. If not, tag along. Like I said, if you can pick something up from it, go for it. This is how I do body mounts in 64 to 66 C10 and 67 to 72. It's pretty much the same thing, even up into the square bodies. I don't work on square bodies. They're not my bag. I don't have anything against them. It's just a little newer than I like to mess with. Done a couple for other people, and I'll just not for me. Anyway, let's look at our parts we got. All right, here we go. Energy suspension. These are polyurethane body bushings. Supposed to be some of the best on the market. Don't know, but I've used these before and I've never had an issue out of them. So there they are. Ship all the hardware we need in there in the bag with them. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so bear with me. Want to show you the contents of the set. Yeah, that'll be your fronts. That's your fronts. These are your rears. So, yeah, sure. Bolts, hardware, washers. Y'all can see we've got her stripped down to nothing but her underwear to make this job a lot easier. It's not necessary to pull the doors and the front sheet metal off, but I had to put bushings in the front too. So, and I'm swapping doors from the other truck over there to this one, so I figured might as well just go ahead and get it all out of the way and make the cab that much lighter. Now I'll show you where I ran onto a little problem. Any of y'all shouldn't have this problem unless you're using a truck cab. Okay, this is a 2-ton truck cab. The 2-ton truck cab, the body mounts were originally right here. The 2-ton mounted on the frame right here. The frame rail set there. The pickup mounts up here. You can see that's where the pickup mounts. Now this hole was already here. I didn't have to drill that. It was already there. It just didn't go through and through to the floor. This hole went through and through. That's where the frame for the 2-ton bolted. So what I done to make this work, I drilled the spot welds out of this. It was here. I drilled the spot welds out and I took it out. I drilled my hole here with like a inch and a quarter hole saw, I believe, and then I set my pad back down and welded it back. Now it's where it needs to be. Then I just took a big flat washer and welded over that and welded the center hole up. It's flat and it'll work. This isn't a show truck, it's a shop truck. It don't have to be perfect, it's just got to be good enough for me. Same thing on this side. That's what I did to make it work. Not saying you'll have to do that. Like I said, if y'all are doing one of these, most likely you'll be building a pickup cab or a pickup frame and you won't have that issue. But if you run into that issue, there you go. That's how I fixed it. It works. It's tried and true. We've got some broke off bolt or cut off bolts we've got to get out of here. These castle nuts are probably going to break off and spin, which that's fine. The kit comes with new nuts to put on there, so we don't care. like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and dive right on into it. Get the jack out of the truck. And we'll rock and roll. We'll move forward. Okay guys, we're set up to go ahead and put these in, but I want to talk to you a minute about how they go, in case you don't know, or if you've never done it, or if you're just curious. You don't necessarily have to do something to be curious about it. Alright, so in your set, you've got these different size ones. You know, the smaller ones go to the back. Alright, this is simple. The smaller bolts, you got a small washer and a little bit bigger one. Okay. This medium sized one, and then this cone shaped one, and then the longer sleeve. Alright. So, you're going to jack the cab up. You're going to take this middle sized washer and this bushing, and you're going to set it on the frame. Right there where the frame and the cab meet, the cab's jacked up, you set this on the frame. Okay. You go under your frame, slide this through. Alright, slide this one on. Bottom washer, which is the small one. Okay. This bolt will run through from the bottom. Just like that. The frame will be sandwiched in here, then the cab will sit down on that. You'll go up top and put your nut. You'll need help with that, unless you've got the original castle nuts, or cage nuts, which mine's broke off, so most likely they'll break off. Okay, that's the back one. Now the front is basically the exact same thing. Okay, here's the front setup. Your big one, your big washer, your big bushing sits on your frame. Your tube slides in the middle. Your other medium sized bushing goes on there. Another big washer at the bottom. This bolt drops through from the top. Okay, so go in the cab, drop that through, and there you go. You're set up. Now, that we've talked about that, and you got an idea on how they go, let's go ahead and get them put in. Okay, we've got our cab jacked up. That's where we're at. Okay, here's that. I'm trying to do this one-handed so I can film it and show y'all. Okay, try to line it up the best you can. Now, okay, all right, then that'll be the bottom right there, right here. This will go through there. Okay, now you get the idea, and you sit the cab down on it, and it'll be there. So I'm gonna stop filming so I can get this one in. Okay, so here's our fronts going in. See that lip on that mount will sit right down in there. That's for alignment. And then this washer here will go right up there. Okay, here's that one. Alright, there's that one set up. The bolts through the cab. The tube slides up in there. This bushing and the washer and the nut. Yep. Alright, now y'all see how simple it is. Really, there's nothing to it. Like I said, that's not a how-to, that's just how I do it. Do one at a time. especially if the cab's already bolted on the frame and all the sheet metal and everything's on it. Just do one at a time. Don't take them all out and then try to do it. This cab was already unbolted, so it don't really matter. But if you're trying to do it on a truck that's running and driving or whatever, just do one at a time. Loosen them all, jack it up, do one at a time. Don't tighten any of them until you get them all in there. So I've learned that in the past. So anyway, this side's done, and I'm gonna zip over there, do the other side, and then get the wife to help me hold these while I tighten them up. So if y'all like what we're working on, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you back here next time. Thanks for watching.